What's up, guys? Mike here with the RWO PDR podcast, the real world of PDR. We got a live kind of episode tonight.
Oh, it's very live. We're here, man.
Episode 66.
Is it?
Yeah,
awesome.
Getting there. Hey, you know this guy.
I'm Jim Mitchell, and we're here live at MTE. And let me tell you, we are shooting this one from the hip. There has been no time to prepare. Mike Glidewell's been busy with his booth. I've been busy meeting people. It's been awesome. So how's your year so far?
Year so far, busy.
How's your MTE
so
far?
MTE, okay. Dude, it's been a nonstop. Like, I got in Wednesday night.
Yep.
And it just did not stop. I got in late, like 8, partied a little bit.
Of course, right.
Got up Thursday, got the booth set up.
Yep.
Did some education day yesterday. It was cool. I've never done it before. Did a couple classes, and then,
I heard Gene Fetty's education day was pretty damn good.
I caught the round table shop owner. So that was important for me to go to that, since being a new shop owner.
Right.
Check that out.
For sure.
I mean, I've already kind of knew a lot of it because I called each one of those guys individually.
Yeah.
Just for Ray, who I haven't talked too much. Need to have him on sometime. He had a lot to say, and I was really impressed. Super smart guy.
He is. Actually, I ran into him in the hallway earlier, and had a long conversation with him. Man, that guy is a smart cat.
Sure. That blew me away, man.
I mean, like, you watch him on YouTube, and you get a taste of his personality. But talking to him in person, you realize how intelligent he is.
And man, a lot of stuff I knew, like some of the things I learned, but I needed to hear.
Yeah.
And it was some stuff that was, they talked about employment versus 1099 contractor. They talked about that situation. I got a CRM for my shop. We talked a lot about CRMs. I got one for my shop. It's working out really well.
We need to implement a better one for our shop.
Yeah.
But sticking here with MTE, this is absolutely the busiest MTE I've ever been to.
Dude, so yesterday's Friday. I got up here about 9 o'clock. There was 500 people, if not. That's just the guesstimate of people. I had to nuzzle my way into the door so I could get it. It was like Black Friday.
I have not seen it like this before, and it's exciting. It feels like, we can attribute that to a great hail year.
Yeah.
Maybe everybody's got some money burning a hole in the pocket, or the fact that we're just kind of back. We're past this COVID bullshit, really, and people are getting out again, and it's definitely showing up here at MTE. I have never seen this kind of crowd, this kind of excitement. I talked to Christina from Anson. They had their best first day of an event ever.
That speaks volumes, man.
Because Anson always has a good day.
Hey, it's the cart girl. Hey, cart lady. Anyways, sorry.
No.
She's really nice. She has this cart that's got lights on it. She's selling MTE merch.
Yeah.
I have. It's $20.
$20.
Anyways, man, MTE's been great so far. Ditmate Pro has been super busy. I have been glued to that booth.
It took me forever to even make it through the crowd to get to your booth.
I know a lot of people said that.
I think next year we've kind of tentatively planned on we're going to go.
I think we can announce it because we'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
So I think next year, if you come to MTE, you're going to see myself and Mike Glidewell in the booth together.
Real World, Ditmate, and then we'll have RWO man.
Yeah,
that's what we're going to do.
Absolutely. And, our products, the dent training and the dent estimating and invoicing, it works so well together.
Yeah.
Because when people get trained up, they need something. So it just made sense to us.
I think it's time for Real World to have a booth. You got a lot of people, people come up with a lot of questions and want to give them try out and stuff. That's mainly what I do at my booth. I'm just showing people what I got and educating them. And I tell you what, man, yesterday got me in the feels. A lot of people come up and say, man, I'm already using the product. I fucking love it. Changed my life. It's changed my business. It's changed my life. Dude,
So I actually have a similar story, and if you don't mind me telling it.
Absolutely.
So whenever I first started coming to MTE, it was around the time Dent Tools Freak was popping off. That was my first YouTube channel. And people would come up and talk to me because they thought I was funny maybe, and I was abrasive and a bit of an asshole. So now that Real World has had 4 or so years, or 5 I think we're on, to kind of grow, now whenever I come to MTE, people are coming up being like, man, you changed my life. Like, you got me in this career. We had one guy who quit law school to become a dent guy using Real World because he hated law school, right? And now he's a dent guy.
Was he at the bar last night?
He might have been.
Because they had a lawyers convention.
Oh, sure. But I had a gentleman come up and he was crying because he was dead broke, scraped enough money together to get Real World, which is only $65. It's not a lot. and he was able to make a whole career, and he made 6 figures last year off it, which he never could have dreamed of. So
Wow.
the way that real world has matured from people see Jim Mitchell as a party guy who's an asshole to somebody who's actually genuinely helped him, that's getting me in the fields too.
I know, man. That just motivates you, man. You know
That-
what I mean?
and I was talking to my wife who's sitting right here that I think I needed
I actually,
that kick in the ass, because on social media, you know, people might kiss your ass on social media, say something, but it's a completely different thing to be swarmed by people who are like, man, I used your program and it's changed my life, and that's given me a whole new motivation. I can't wait to make some more content.
I know, man, dude. Oh, man. I mean, how many videos you up to now?
We've got like 170 on the site.
Yeah.
Then the 100 or so that's on YouTube or whatever. I think it'll be 200 by the end of this year.
I'll never forget, man. It's been maybe 3 years ago. I signed up for Real World, and it was funny, man. I saw a video. You fixed it, smashed it in the hatch.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, like 2 days later, I had the same color car,
Same dent?
car, same double similar dent, and I used that video to really help.
Was it a Dodge, like Challenger or something?
Toyota Ford.
Toyota 4Runner? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There's one on the site that, so I'm notorious for posting the fuck ups too. That it was like a Dodge minivan or something. The very first pull I put on it, I ripped a strip of paint like an inch wide off of it. Like, son of a biscuit.
Nice.
I was hoping you didn't use that example.
No.
That's not a great one.
Not at all. Let me talk about one more thing.
Yeah.
Is get back on the MTE. Wednesday, Randy Hobson put on this fishing tournament.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Didn't make sponsor. They gave me a jersey. I can't fish. So.
That's awesome.
I ate at a fish restaurant last night, but I can't fish.
Right.
Anyways, Dent Bay Pro, we got the sponsored boat. They had a great turnout, man. They had almost 100 people
So
volunteering and competing.
Rick Hummert's team, Excalibur Rick Hummert,
Did they win?
won that. Yeah.
What? I didn't
Rick
know that.
Hummert himself caught 48 pounds of fish.
Damn.
What the
You
fuck?
think he does that for fun?
He must, because the next closest the competitor, I think they got 79 pounds in total.
Yeah.
The next closest competitor was like 48 pounds.
Jesus.
So a team caught as much as Rick did himself.
Rick's out there with Excalibur tools.
Dude, I mean, like, his tools work well. He's got some kind of secret.
Yeah, he's got special glue or something like that. He's got an inside thing. Well, man, it's busy, dude.
I am looking right now at a GT4 RS, I believe IMSA car.
All right, guys, let's show you all. Look at that.
And that happens to be one of my favorite cars. I love IMSA racing. So I'm actually super stoked to do that. I don't even know what they are. It's some kind of detailing company, but I'm going to go check that out right after this.
Yeah, for sure. Man, I'll tell you what, the detailers have really came out this year.
Oh.
They came out last year. We kind of saw it Spark. They came out swinging this year, man. I mean, that booth, dude.
That's a beautiful booth. I would say that there's probably almost as much detailing and paint correction as there is dents, if not maybe a little more.
I don't know if I told you this, but for my business, actually, I'm going to do ceramic coating parts.
All right.
I got a guy that's going to do it for me. He's got trained.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
I actually had a long conversation with Matt Moore about implementing some new services at my shop too.
Yeah.
Ceramic coating came up, PPF came up.
Yeah.
I know we're getting into window tinting here as well. So,
Awesome, man. What are you gonna do?
I mean, Ashley, I think is going to be our tinter because I know my big ass isn't climbing in the back of the car to do a rear window or something like
Right.
that. So,
Yeah, man. That's the direction a lot of the companies are going now, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I do Dr. Color Trip now. I just got that.
Oh, do you?
I'm still playing with it, but it's working out well.
we might have to talk about that after we get off here.
Yep, they have a booth here. Tony is my hookup to that. Ryan showed Tony out to it. So.
And you know what? And so this years ago, Matt Moore taught me this. And this is the reason that I want to implement more services is you can absolutely make a career at a PDR on its own. Like that's not a big deal. But what's the first thing you do when you get a new vehicle, right? You probably go get the windows tinted. Schle's on the. So what happens is if you have other services, be it PPF, whatever, window tinting, you get that customer earlier in that vehicle's life cycle. Do a good job on the tint. Well, you're already their dead guy, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yep. I mean, that's what was going on with mine. We're just getting so many people asking me about it, man. And so.
Oh shit! So, like we said, we're shooting this one from the hip. So I'm gonna move my seat, and I'm gonna let you talk to Mr. Adam Jones over here.
Adam Jones, what's going on?
Schlegel's
Get in the
got
hot
it.
seat,
Come on,
man.
come on.
Come on in the hot seat. Hello, Adam Jones.
What up?
How you doing? We talked yesterday for a little while.
We did for a good while.
Yeah. How's the show going for you?
It's going great. Buying more tools that I didn't want to buy. Yes.
Let's scoot over a little bit, Adam. We'll get everybody in here.
Here we go.
There we go. So yeah, Adam, you came out on my booth yesterday. We talked for a while.
I did.
Yeah.
Decade user. Love the app.
Awesome. Thank you.
Works great for me. Bought a bunch of tools. Just bought another stand tool.
What'd you get for saying that?
One of the fishtails.
That's a tool.
Twice talked me into it.
Yeah. Well, that's a guy you should listen
So,
to.
right?
Yeah,
That's
right.
the guy you talk to, right? So I think,
We've got a little bit of a crush on you. RWO does.
yeah.
Well, of course we do. Who
Who
doesn't have
doesn't?
a
Who doesn't? Right? Who doesn't?
So, is this your first time being on a podcast?
This is not my first time.
He actually was on ours.
Was he really?
It was a long
It was a
time.
long time ago when it first started. Yeah,
Well, glad to have you back then,
Yeah.
man.
yeah I was the
You
guy
look
that
different. You just had a big beard.
got rid of the beard. My wife is very happy with me not having a beard and a mustache, so it had to go. I think they wanted me to get rid of it for my daughter's wedding, but I wasn't going to.
Yeah. Awesome, man.
I like the beard and the mustache.
What do you think of the show, man? It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's a lot to take in. My mind is just like all over the place. Like, you want to buy so much, and like I'm limited on what I want to spend. To try to get I bought a lot of stuff last year. Tried to limit it to like smaller things. That a lot of consumable stuff. Some of the stuff that's wearing out.
I have not had a chance to shop yet. I'm going to take some time here in a little while and look around. I bought a lot of tools this year. Yeah, I want to go to Cam Auto and check out some stuff there. And,
I bought that car body heater 200
yeah.
last year. I think it works great. It's a great tool for stretching water.
Yeah.
So I use it in body shop. I'm still hybrid, so I'm using it in the body shop.
Yeah.
Big stents. So yeah, it works good. Works good on like steel bumpers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I bought a lot of tools through the year too.
Uh-oh,
I tried to get more stuff.
Here we are.
So you can
You
touch
can
it.
see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
I
hold
kinda
it,
lean towards
see if you like it.
Right.
Yeah. Get some information on it. Then make it.
Talk to other guys about it. How they're liking it. I got some recommendations from other guys.
Absolutely.
I hit the A1 booth pretty hard yesterday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dead Slayer stuff.
Yeah, a lot of that
Great
stuff.
A1. Great company,
So yeah, it's great. And it's good to see everybody.
Yeah.
Meet everybody on Facebook friends with.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me
All
on.
right, no problem,
guys.
man.
Yeah,
Go to the show, brother.
Yep. Two.
All right. So now we're just picking up people out of the audience. And so here we have Mr. Robert Hummel from South Carolina.
How you doing, Robert?
Never had it so good.
Welcome to the RWO PDR podcast. I'm Mike Blackwell. This is Jim Mitchell.
Jim?
Yep. Well, what do you think of the show so far, man?
This is my first time. Yesterday was pretty overwhelming with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
You've never been to an interview? How
no,
long have you been doing this?
3.5 years.
3.5 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome, man.
yeah. Can I share my experience with getting into it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I went to a school in Kentucky, and it was a scam. And
So I know who exactly you're talking about. So I do PDR training as well.
I won't say no names.
I don't have to either, but let me tell you, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it was less than perfect, I'm
Yeah.
sure, right?
So
Yeah.
So after the 8th day, it was $8,000. So at the 5th day, I was so livid. I was like, "You better bring me a cashier's check for $8,000. I'm gonna call the sheriff." And my point of bringing that up is how I got my tools and all. I got back. I was bummed. I wanted to do PDR. I've been a body man all my life, and so I got on Facebook Marketplace and typed in PDR tools for sale. And a guy came up that was in North Carolina and showed me he was retiring from PDR, and he sold me all his tools for $2,500. He
Really?
was asking 3, so I'm talking about 5.
Gotcha.
And so that's what I've kind of been self-taught.
Well, that's
So,
pretty cool,
Nice,
man.
man.
Yeah, and I've been doing extremely well. You know, being a body man for as many years as I have has been very beneficial.
Oh, you know how metal works for sure. Yeah.
And I'm old school body man too,
Yeah.
so I've been playing more. So that was very helpful. But so I have a friend that does detailing in Beaufort, South Carolina, where I live, and he suggested MTE. And I
Man,
came to
my first one was 2011. and changed my whole perspective on everything. And because I've said this on our show before, I felt like I lived in a bubble, and I thought I was like the only person that did this. When I came to my first MTE, I was like, wow, there's hundreds of guys
And they're all over the world, man. You're like Canada, Brazil, yeah, and the people you meet, they're just so friendly about sharing information with you. You know, it's almost unreal.
Yeah.
Because, you know, to give away a skill like that, you know, you would think, oh, they're going to keep their secrets, you know, but that's just not the case with the PDR industry. They're just more than happy to teach you and show you and guide you in the right direction.
And you know, I mean, especially being self-taught, you know, this is very hard to learn, right? So I think it's that shared hardship that we've all done, that we've all been through. It builds a level of camaraderie that's hard to find somewhere else.
There's nothing more demoralizing than walking away from an event. You're like, oh my God.
Oh my word.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Dude, I'm with it. So first of all, it's very nice to meet you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thanks.
I'm Jim Mitchell. If you do decide that you want to look me up, and you need a little more help on the way, realworldpdr.com. I started that.
All right,
it's completely up to you, no pressure, but it might help you take it to that next level too.
Yeah. Is this visual or?
Oh yeah.
So if you don't mind, can I do a little plug for my company?
Yeah, absolutely, do it. So, what is that? Jet Specialist Bumper, and where's that out of?
Beaufort, South Carolina.
Beaufort, South Carolina.
And I have been there. I love that town. I've been
What's that say?
Every dent
will be okay.
Hey,
that's so funny. My slogan in my shop is "Don't worry about a dent."
Oh, really?
So you just got the second line of it.
Yeah.
That's
Everything
awesome.
will be
I have
okay.
been to Beaufort, South Carolina.
Yeah.
I partied there.
You're a former Marine?
No, I drove down from Charlotte. I was chasing hell. And
I think I got drunk with you.
Probably did. Man, thanks for coming on.
Hey, my pleasure.
Awesome, man. It's great to meet
Yeah,
you.
you too, brother.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hey, honey pie. You're up.
Bring on our next victim. Taylor.
And that should give away who our next victim is. If you've ever been to MTE and you got hit with something randomly, it's because of this next guy.
It's raining hell balls.
And here he is. The man that needs no introduction.
The one and only.
But we'll do it anyway. Hudson Tansey.
Take it.
Hi.
Welcome to RWO, Hudson Tansey. You know you are part of the show. What's going on, man? How's your MTE so far?
It's been good. Just helping out the Anson booth quite a bit.
And promoting a new product, I hear.
Yeah.
Which would be a great time to talk about it right now.
Right now. Okay. Tornado tabs. So basically here what we have is it's a dead center over the longer life expectancy. Basically. So we're getting dead center pulls, strong dead center pulls. But we're seeing so far in all of our testing that we're not seeing breakage.
So you guys weren't even planning on selling them here this year because they were relatively new, right?
Still relatively new, but we had them out long enough to test them enough to be like, oh, holy crap, we're onto something here. So eventually the goal is to have 5 different sizes of tornado tabs, all F1 through F5, and the goal also is to have a different color for every single size.
That's very cool. And yesterday you told me you had sold 70-something packs of those?
No, like over 200.
Oh, wow.
200 packs of them.
Oh, I'm gonna get some. I haven't got shop yet, so I'm gonna check them out.
Hey, they're going, like all the little cardboard inserts are, we made 200 of like the little thing that, you know, hang them on the wall.
Yeah, right.
They're all pretty fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we had 200 of those, and we went through them all, and now we have just like, they're just in a bag now, you know.
That's pretty incredible. I mean, like,
honestly, what it is, it's been like, I've had a lot of friends have to encourage, like, Hudson, just put yourself out there, it's okay, it's an uncomfortable thing for me. And it's just been really cool to see that people are like, hey, if your name's on it, we know that you're not, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not one to lie, and hopefully if I'm promoting or talking about something or putting my name behind something, it means something.
Yeah.
And it's been very encouraging to see that people understand that about me, believe that about me, and have said, you know what, if you said it and you're behind it, we're just gonna go get it, even though
it's still, I mean, it's tested, but it's not been like put through the stringent test you would hope for.
Yeah, so
but people still have enough faith in you that they're going ahead and roll the dice on it, more or less.
Here's how I've tested the tornado tabs, okay? What we did is we did a pilot production. Pilot production, we used something that's tried and true. So we know that blue ice, strong pulling, color and strong pulling plastic. So we went to proof of concept. Let's take this idea of a tapered tornado tab, and let's see if we can get dead center pulls and they're stronger. So we put it in the color and plastic that we know already works to prove the concept. I take this tab. I took one tab and I colored the end, so I know this is the tab I'm testing. Maserati aluminum. I put it in a climate-controlled garage at my house. I did adhesion promoter, and then the Cactus Juice adhesion promoter. I used a 3-pound slide hammer and collision glue, and I was putting that tab on the toughest part of the aluminum, not in the middle where it's floppy, right on the edge near a body line, and I just rip, one tally mark, rip, another tally mark, and I just kept going and going. That same tab, and I was just like,
Did you ever manage to break one?
I have yet to break it. And I have local techs who would love more than anything for me to fail. And I gave him like, hey, break them. What it? Sorry.
No.
Taylor.
His turn me up.
No, don't give it to him. Sam.
Don't
Get it,
fight
Slade?
Kevin Burke. Oh, shit.
Ah, yeah.
Playing little reindeer games on the show, bro.
This is how it goes.
Thank you, Slay. All right, so that's how we tested. That's how we tested it, and
Awesome.
and I did that, and I gave it to others, and I said, buddy, like Jason Thrash is a good friend of mine, and he would love to see me succeed, but also has no problem if I'm failing, making fun of me.
I'll tell you, yeah,
and then he's a good friend.
Yeah, mine apparently showed up while I've been here. So, same seats. I
Yeah.
hope I'm the one that breaks one.
Yeah. So, but no, like Jason's like, he's like, I even started pulling them at 45 degrees just to see if like it'll snap it, and he's like nothing. He's like, my only complaint is there's not more than one size. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of.
Well, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's not like it's
not.
it's ingenious. There's just more substance there on the stem, right?
Yeah.
But it still tapers down to give you that dead center pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. So what we're finding is sharper, stronger pulls. Almost, I mean, obviously I'm biased. Take what I say with a grain of salt. It's my design. I'm biased, but I'm feeling that I'm almost getting a sharper pull than a dead center.
if that's the case, I think they're going to be heat,
Yeah.
man.
So that's obviously I'm biased, but that's what I'm like, man, am I just? And I started. So I got the same size tab of a dead center in mine, and like I would pull the regular dead center, and then I'd pull mine. I'm like, oh, that just felt like oomph. I got some more oomph to it. I was
So-
like, okay.
I got to ask because you shared it with me on the phone. So if you're not ready to share it,
Well,
so do you know what colors that you're ideally going for and
Oh.
why?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So guys,
So you don't have to share if you don't want to.
once again, this is all preemptive. We haven't made these yet. The goal is this. It could change, but the goal right now is it's a tornado tab. So it's going to be the color of a tornado. So we're going to have pretty much go clear, white, light gray, dark gray, black.
Nice.
And the thing is, there are people who are like, why would you do that? Well, it's the color of a tornado. But also, like, if they're not breaking, I got to make them in a color you'll lose them so you'll buy more.
Exactly.
See, there it is. I thought it was so cool.
consumables.
Yeah. No, and so the sizes will be also like, I'm American. I'm a typical ignorant American. So I'm like, I don't. What's a millimeter? A mill of who to what? I'm like, no, is it an inch, a quarter inch? You know? And so I was like, yeah, I like the 9mm tab. So we're just gonna do F1 through F5.
I like it.
I like that.
You know, F1. I mean, hey,
I mean,
that's
genuinely, whenever I'm ordering tabs online, it's like, you want 10 or 12 millimeter? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I want this size.
yeah,
right
I
here.
want this size. What is this size? And it's like, and then I'm over here like, like a measuring tape out. I'm like, it's all standard. So yeah, that's the goal. We'll have fun with it.
Right. We get those names.
No, Kiko.
Kiko.
Yeah, this is written. This is here. I'll tell a cool story. This is what I like about Anson and the guys there. Is I went to Anson first because I'm really good friends with Anson. I'm good friends with Kiko. And I was like, hey, Anson, I have this tab idea. I would love to make it. And Craig is like, hey, you know what, Hudson? I think that's a great idea. The thing is, if you're using anything like dead center, I think out of respect, I got to say no. You just need to go straight to Kiko. Because if you're using dead center technology, let's just be respectful of that. I'm like, yep, completely agree. So I went over to Chris. I go, Chris, whatever I got to pay, whatever I do. Like, and if it doesn't work, whatever, I'm out the bill. I want to test this theory. And he's like, all right, let's do it. Let's test that theory. And so they've let me, and so far it's been well received.
That's cool.
So if you bought some, I'm incredibly grateful. that you would even take the time to test that product.
And I'm sure you're willing to hear the feedback if they get a hold of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I will take the feedback and just use it to grow it. I don't, whatever.
I'm just upset I didn't get banged.
All right. Well,
There's still some.
That's still something.
There's
Okay,
still
I'll get
some. There's
we
still
just
some.
we just pulled another fella out of the crowd. Do you want to sit here?
Mr. Gill?
No, you're gonna be the one.
Oh, no. What? No.
You got things to do?
I'm helping with the
Okay, well then go help.
I gotta
some stuff.
peg more people.
Get out of
That didn't sound good.
No, that could have gone better.
You know, growing up, you would peg someone, but nowadays with these new generations, you peg someone. It's like what Slay does to you.
Well, just all the time. It's 2024.
Ashley's like, don't tell people that.
Oh, Hudson, congratulations on winning the 40-yard dash twice.
Yes, I am now officially the fastest guy at mobile tech.
Excuse me, cheater, Mr.
Okay.
Wait, no, I'm going to squeeze way into the mic. So, for fair play, this was a drunk 40-yard dash. Okay. Now, Hudson, he cheated his way into this because Hudson doesn't get drunk. So, his competition, drunk, Hudson sober. So, what did you win exactly?
The guy who could run in a straight line and others couldn't. So,
okay.
but I think I still was far enough ahead in the race.
That if you had been drunk?
No, even if they were sober, they wouldn't still have a chance.
Well, I'm sure there's a guy or two out there who would like to prove that wrong.
I don't know if my IT fans will agree with that.
Okay, fair enough.
Hudson beat a 23-year-old kid.
23-year-old kid. I'm 36 next week, bro.
But how drunk was a 23-year-old kid?
I don't think he was.
I don't know.
Okay.
That's the mystery.
I don't know.
I mean, because when you told me the story earlier, he looked too young to drink. 23-year-old, the kid could have been wasted.
I'll be honest with you, I had no money on Buck now. And then I saw that kid, he looks like a gazelle.
Yeah.
I walked up and I said, all right, Mitch.
Yeah, the kid's like 6'1", 6'2".
How's
and
the
then-
win?
Well, nice. Well, good. Well, you can still be proud. I wanted to give you some shit.
Yeah.
All right, you're
See you,
up,
buddy.
Nick.
Great. Oh, great.
All right, we got a nervous one. We got
Oh,
a
look
Luke here.
Ready for the next guest?
Yeah.
Get in the hot seat.
And then after this, it's probably about,
Hello,
My
Nick.
brothers.
what's
Hello,
up, dude?
Nick. How are you?
How you been, man?
Good.
Welcome to the RWO PDR podcast. This is your first time on, right?
On RW.
Yeah. I can't remember. We've been around a couple years now.
We're just winging this thing, man. So we're just having a conversation with some
Let's
people.
wing some shit.
Some stuff. We'll keep it MTE team. So, how's your show so far?
It's awesome. Love this place. Every year. Third year.
Is this third year in a row you've been here?
Yeah.
Is it?
Do you plan on missing one in the future?
Try not
I hadn't missed one in 12 years.
Unless I go broke. Unless I go broke.
So, buy anything cool?
I'm keeping it low until the end of today, I suppose. But I'm kind of into those keeper
Lateral tension?
lateral the two, the LL tabs, or whatever they call them, the two side.
Yep, we've got those, and Real World's actually going to give away a set of those,
Nice.
probably here in the next month or so.
Right.
But don't bank on that. Still go buy it.
Well, I think I'll probably win those.
So-
in real world.
All right, fair enough.
That first drawing, right?
Yeah, well, so sorry, Chris, you about made a sale, but now you're still.
Danny Hacker's trying to hook me up with her. I'm just waiting until he's possessed to get rid of his last game.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Good
I mean,
plan.
well, this show is incredible. I mean, look at those. Look at his boots in front of us.
I know.
It's crazy. The detailers really came out this year.
Yeah,
Of course,
tons of
PDR is strong as ever.
Tons of great stuff. Well, that fishing tournament was also
Yeah,
really,
we talked
really
about
good.
that.
Yeah, brought a lot of people, both sides.
Yeah, that's going to grow. It's for a good cause, and I think everything's going to be great. I sponsor it, obviously.
Yes, you did.
I don't fish. I don't like that.
Well, you're good living separation. That's right.
Thank you.
How you think, Dave? How about you guys? How's your show going?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Like I'm having a really good time this year. And I mean, people know me, know that I'm real hit and miss at these things.
Yeah.
Crowds sometimes aren't my whole jam,
Yeah.
but it's been a really rewarding time just getting to talk to people, especially real world members and what have you, that I've been able to help. It's been interesting. I think you got some similar experience.
Dude, it's super busy. Of course, I'm a booth, and it's just. I mean, there's, like I said, there's good and bad in the booth. Obviously, I want to represent my product. I don't get to look around.
It's hard to talk to people.
But when I go to smaller events, I get to shop more. But just talking to people and meeting you guys, I'll tell you something, man. I talk about this. You got me in the fields, man. A lot of guys come up and say, "Hey, man, you love the product. Thank you for making some money." And it just, I don't know, man. Love it.
I do. And also, I mean, even I was going to tell you guys, the first time I met you, Mike, was I have to tell you about one of the podcasts I watched where he introduced Jim coming on, and he can walk into I can't even remember.
And
This
all
rally.
of those intros are
They
fucking
kill me.
You know,
They
all right,
kill
so
me.
we have the number one
You get made a
of all
sandwich.
time. No, that's it. That's
Oh
the
my
one.
What was
god.
that?
He attends a feminist rally. He comes back with his shirt ironed and a sandwich made.
I love it. I
Bryce
love it.
Kelly will
The
spit out his beer.
funniest thing I heard.
Bryce was in the green room.
Yeah.
He's almost spit out his beer.
That's
Oh
so
my
funny.
gosh, it killed me. Yeah, so
Those are pretty fucking clever every time.
They are.
And so for a while, at the very beginning, he was just doing Chuck Norris jokes.
Yeah.
And then I called him out on it one morning. I was like, I think these are Chuck Norris
I was
jokes.
writing Chuck Norris jokes. Yeah.
And now they're
I have a new source.
even more creative, and I don't know where they're coming
Oh
from.
my gosh, dude, that one. I think
You know, and this is the thing about this show. I didn't sit around and write down like I just naturally just came about. I mean, if you listen to early episodes, there's no. Yeah, I didn't do all that, but it was like I don't know, man, just
I think, with anything, you just kind of
you just do it.
you kind of
Just be
melt
yourself.
into it, and then you might start out kind of robotic, and then it's just like, yeah, we're hopping on a fucking podcast. Let's do it. Like,
Yeah, man, it's I haven't missed a show. I mentioned that earlier. I haven't missed a show in 12 years. I love coming here.
It's
Meeting
amazing.
guys,
Man, I'm
networking.
starstruck. My wife tells me I'm an idiot every time I get here. Get to finally meet Jim. I put him in a headlock earlier.
oh yeah, he beat my ass.
Yeah, he had to tap out, and then I said, fine, I'll get on the podcast with you.
Nick, thanks for coming on.
You bet, guys. Thanks for
Dude,
letting me.
so good seeing you,
Hey,
brother.
don't let me miss that second picture in the lobby.
I think about 1:15. We're gonna meet right over here.
Good.
All right, I'm gonna dress it up a little bit.
All right,
We'll
cool,
see you
man.
guys.
All right, see you, Nick.
Thanks for
All
having
right, now we got a very important guest,
Yeah, if it wasn't for this guy,
just showing up out of nowhere,
come on in the hot seat, Mr. Kevin Bird, everybody.
and it's Kevin Bird.
The Bird Man.
Hello, guys.
What's
Yeah.
happening, brother?
How's everybody?
Oh man, great.
Awesome.
How's your
Thanks for
show?
having me.
How's your show?
So fun. So fun.
Yeah,
It's busiest we've ever been.
that's what we've talked about. I don't recall an MTE busier than this.
Hey, I have good news, and I know this is the first time saying this. Jim Mitchell and Schley are going to have a booth next year here.
We are actually.
I know.
Okay, cool.
I just set it up,
Oh, you did?
and I'm not asking you to tell me.
Oh, even better.
Well, we're
Like,
gonna do double. Didn't they?
I know.
You know, we're gonna-
That's what I just said to the
It's
organizers
been a long time coming. He's
I'm
happy.
proud of you, man.
thanks, man. I think it's just coming here, and I'm going to repeat a story, but I want you to hear it too. So whenever I first started coming, people started introducing themselves to me. It's because I was kind of an abrasive asshole, right?
No,
No, come on now, you know better than that.
weird.
So now, after 5 years of Real World, it's changed, it's matured. Now I have people coming and telling me how their lives have changed because of Real World, how it's made a difference for them. And it's a completely different and better feeling.
It's
You know?
good.
It's good. And so I think if I can put myself out there, I'm more motivated than I have been in years for Real World after this weekend.
It makes your heart feel good.
It does.
You
I
come
mean,
and you change, you know.
We've talked about this. I mean, people coming up to me, I appreciate your product. Man. So thank you. Like,
We have such an appreciation for this industry that doing what we all do is trying to just make it better for everyone else that's behind us. You know?
Yeah.
It's just a good feeling.
and we just had a gentleman on from South Carolina who mentioned that PDR techs in general, they seem to be very willing to help, very willing to, because we've all been through that struggle of trying to learn. We got that shared hardship, that camaraderie that gets built that way.
yeah.
And I think it's really incredible, and it's never more apparent than when you're here at MTE.
Oh, it's amazing.
The collection of knowledge, tools, everything is all right here, and everybody's so happy to talk with them.
Sorry, Kevin. Looks like it's hitting you in the face there. Oh, you're getting loud.
Yeah, I joke, like my first tool set were made of wood.
Right,
I
basically.
know, right? Make your own tools. Remember them days?
We did.
Yeah, I remember those days.
I'm like, I don't have any tools that are going to fix that. And then I'm like, well, it was a broomstick.
I remember I got my
Right.
first Stingcraft catalog. It's like, wow.
Then I hope some tool manufacturer bring back catalog. Who still sends
Wait a
out a
minute.
catalog? Does that still
Actually,
do
Dick
it?
Crystal, let's go.
They do.
Dude, because
They
that
put one
was
in a box.
Yeah, and we're going to change the catalog a little bit because some of the older stuff, I'm not saying it needs to go away, but it needs to be, okay, this is what we used back in 97
yeah.
when they first started.
But it's so much more exciting for me to flip through a catalog of tools
Yeah.
than go on a website.
And their tools are amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
They're the pioneers for the screw-on tip tools.
Yeah.
They're the ones that led that whole way.
I tell you what, I probably got 10 craft tools in my shop that I still use regularly that are from 10, 12 years ago anyways.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, probably more than that.
I bought a whole set of wheel tails. I got a second partner. I bought the whole I think it's like $1,000 deal. And I needed this one.
Did you get the ultra thins? The old ultra thins, people were like, "Hey, we want those old ones that half inch."
Yeah.
Not the ones that the new wheel tail, which is nice. It's a different push. It's different.
Yeah, they're nice.
You're talking about the little wedge versus the little flare that the new ones have?
Yeah.
So they brought back the wedge too?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I have a few.
Yeah. I still
I have
have
a couple here that I'm kind of hiding right now, but there are a couple.
I still use the wedge all the time, but I really like the flared version.
I'm trying to get them to bring those back.
Oh, yeah.
So it's got to be TJ's idea, which is great.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, I'll make it your idea, and then we'll hopefully work out.
And I mean, still to this day, I mean, as a trainer, I get asked about tools all the time. What's the best whale tail out there? Well, it's obviously Dentcraft, and it's always been Dentcraft. And nobody is dethroning Dentcraft that I can see. So.
No, I love their best tools.
I mean,
they're so stout.
And I've bent all of them probably a million times.
And I've left red roofs.
Yeah, that's I mean, that's got to be their thing. That's how they keep selling these whale tails, because I can't break them, but I sure as hell leave the headliners.
Yep. I've literally dropped the headliner and found some places.
Which is now why I don't do hair.
That little red one runs away every year. That's pretty much a yearly purchase.
Have that on the carpet.
And the pink, the pinky.
Pinky's like.
Well, they're bendable, so you can bend them however you want. But the actual thickness of that, the hardening, that's what really makes it tool. Very stout. I like all their tools. They're gonna have some new stuff. They're gonna release some more dang gear stuff.
Yeah, I bought a few of the dang gear rods. I do like the small gear.
And they're dang gear made by dang gear.
Yeah,
they're not dang gear salvage. Yeah. So they're I'm not saying they're stronger. It's just a better. Yeah. It's a really well made tool.
Yeah, I've got the rhythm.
And you notice they don't go overboard on pricing.
Yeah.
You know, they want to sell to you for the job at hand.
Okay, let's change subject.
Yeah.
What a beautiful venue. Gaylord Palms, man. This place is gigantic.
I mean, there's more room. You see those walls. That wall over there could be.
Oh, for real.
Wow.
And even the venue, I was making some Facebook Lives earlier. This venue is beautiful. If you decided to stay here at the hotel, it is. I opened my door for my room, and there's a freaking jungle outside.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so good. And every time we walk in, my wife's like, "It smells so good." It's like, yeah, we got freaking alligators in there. Like, it is so
There's
cool.
live alligators in H Street. It's like Jim's describing. It's a jungle with walkways, and you look down, there's alligators the size of large dogs.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know who decided to bring this event here, but it was a good call.
Yeah. Well, I'll explain.
Okay, cool.
Convex has a relationship with Marriott.
Okay.
And when COVID hit, we had to we couldn't come.
Okay.
So what happened was they said, well, we'll let you out of the COVID year, but you got to give us 2 years down the road. So this year and next year, we're here at this hotel.
Okay.
And then we're back to the Rose, and because the Rose realized, whoa, we let MTE go somewhere else, shame on us. Because we will spend money. We'll come in here, we'll take over your restaurants, take over the hotel, we'll drink all the alcohol you possibly have.
That's true. Yep.
And it'll be a lot of good times. I'm really surprised we haven't gotten someone had to get arrested yet.
I saw. I
was headed that direction last night.
Was it?
Well, the 40-yard dash. I thought wrestling was going to come after that, and I thought that might spark up the news.
I mean, I know.
You should do that.
I've heard of at least 2 guys that kind of screwed up their first MTE day by getting too drunk on Thursday night.
Oh yeah.
But that's every year. That's to be expected.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna drink with the dead guys, I don't do it because I can't handle my shit. Just make sure that you can.
Wait a minute, Jim.
What?
I remember Vegas.
I used
had
to.
a good time.
I used to drink, but anymore, man, you guys would make me die. Like,
I can tell you this: I've had 4 hours of sleep every night since I've been here.
I quit drinking altogether.
It's just not happening. 4 hours of sleep. So I am the guy that's been going to bed at 10:30 every night.
I'm jealous.
What?
I'm jealous.
I might have to do that tonight.
Yeah. It's the way. It's the way.
I was gassed last night. I was on the fuse.
Yeah.
And Bucknell comes back from dinner. He's like, "It was a whiskey." And I'm like, "Oh God, good problem." Yeah. But man, it's such a great time. All our friends are here.
It's
Text,
unbelievable.
people.
Man, so thank you for all the work I know that you specifically put in to make this happen.
Yeah,
man.
you guys are
Like, I mean, even just the press circuit that you go on, getting on every podcast.
Let's
Like,
talk about the parties, like the luau we had last night.
It was awesome.
How cool was that, man?
So we carried on a cruise, and they had island night,
Yeah.
and then they had disco night. So Carrie's like, "Well, we're doing it.
Yeah.
We're doing these theme parties." So
Yep.
we got off. I'm like, "I'm gonna call Sheldon, who organizes this. He does a great job organizing this, and his team. Hats off."
Yeah, it's been. I'm very impressed at everything y'all scheduling the parties, the award shows. Everything was great.
and it's gone smooth as hell, man. Everything,
Yeah.
you know, the doors close here, and there's a party to go to, and it's already ready and set up. Like,
We don't have any scheduled, but because tonight's Teardown Night awards for the Dead Olympics and the tag team, and then after that we're going to be, I'm going to guess, probably Wreckers.
records.
The records, yes.
That's
Sorry,
good.
reading the company, so.
It feels like that's where that's where the party's
That's
been.
been, that's been kind of the attractive spot of the always kind of mingling.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a bar in the front, pretty cool, classic.
I like that part.
Yeah, nice, like good old fashioned.
I saw some people sitting there, and they were more dressed up than me. So I was like,
Yeah,
that's
well, there's
not,
a
that's
lawyers
not.
convention going on. If you see a lot of the suit, people in
Okay.
suits and
I
stuff.
had an Angels Envy old fashioned, smoked old fashioned last night. Ted Axiotis bought it, and he sent it over, and I'm like,
All right, dude.
We ate
it
dinner.
was delicious.
We ate dinner last night at a restaurant up on the top level, and it looked like a sailboat.
Yeah,
It was
Oh, was
awesome.
that the Moore or something?
Yeah,
More.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome fish.
Really
man.
good.
Oh, God.
yeah.
We were wanting to try that, but we haven't gotten a reservation.
Yeah,
Old
we
Hickory
we
is
just
the
walked in.
steakhouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Phenomenal. We ate there last night.
Okay, I've tried that yet.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Actually, everywhere here is just
Yeah.
great. And Rosen as well. I mean,
Yeah.
Rosen has great restaurants.
And let me mention one other thing. Is the merch card. I'm sorry, I'm fascinated. It's right over there blinking lights. The merch card. She has no merch on it. Sold out.
Sold
That
out.
is impressive. She just walked around with a merch card.
This is the first time they've
It's
ever
got a
sold
tablet
out.
hooked to it. That's great.
Yeah, they did
Every
much
detail.
better.
I'm not saying.
It is really. It's been a killer year, Kev. Like, thank you. Like,
Yeah,
it's been awesome,
Yeah,
brother.
but-
Absolutely.
yeah, man. Thank you guys for having me on.
Absolutely.
No problem, brother.
I'm going back to it.
Get on back to the show.
Get on
Good
back
luck.
there, make your face, make your rounds.
We got the dinner awards coming tonight, so see
Yep.
who wins.
We're going to judge the event, and we'll handle all that. And I'll see you guys soon.
All right,
Thank you.
So before we take off, we bring one last person
Oh,
on.
absolutely. I was waiting.
And I guarantee this person isn't going to have a lot to say, but I want her to be on anyway. So come on, babe. She doesn't want to, she says.
She's from Lafayette, Indiana.
This
She
is my
Miss
wife.
RealWorldPDR.com.
This is my wife, Miss RealWorldPDR.com, Schley Mitchell. Now, let me talk about Schley for a minute. First of all, I was having a heart attack and she saved my life, so I wouldn't be here, period, without her. Second of all, anybody who knows me knows that I'm real hit and miss at MTE, anxiety, crowds, whatever. This woman right here has actually been the thing that's kept me going. Like, no, Jim, we're going to go walk around. We got more people to meet. She's been my taskmaster. I call her my handler. So I want to say thank you very much to Schley Mitchell also. I wouldn't be here doing this without you, and I appreciate it.
That's awesome. I remember when I came up to the Real World Workshop and
Yeah.
you all just kind of met, and that was, I think I was one of the first people at Jim. Maybe.
Yeah,
I've
you
only
were.
been to Jim's place one time. And
That was the time?
Yeah, that was the time. Just being busy, otherwise.
Yeah.
That's great. You guys are awesome.
So even making Real World Run, even making Real World PDR Run, you know, the giveaways that we're doing, she's been taking down people's names to send more T-shirts out while we've been here. She's been helping, I meet, let's call it 100, 150 people every time I come to this, but I never document. She's got pictures of everybody. So she's been making this work, and I wouldn't be doing half the shit that I'm doing without her. So thank you very much. And I'm having fun doing it. Bro,
Ashley, what do you think about all this? I know this ain't your first rodeo.
Yeah, I mean, I went to MTE in 21, but this was like way bigger.
Yeah.
Well, am I supposed to look at the camera?
oh, no, I'm saying to Jean Vidic here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it would work out like that, Mr. Vidic. I hope you heal up and you can get back here and spank these this debt competition
Yeah,
again.
say it's like the Michael Jordan of the him.
Oh, absolutely. He is.
Well,
Yeah.
there's no doubt he's like that.
Yeah.
That's what you were talking to Bryce Kelly about.
Yeah, we were talking to Bryce, and Bryce is like, well, my partner got injured, so now, this is worth talking
Let's
about.
do it. Bring it up.
So now Bryce Kelly is doing his competition, the Tag Team Olympics, with Shane Jacks, who I believe has not done a 10 Olympics since 2012.
Since he won it.
Yeah, since he won. He decided to go out on top.
Shane did it one time and won it the same year. No one's ever done that.
Yep, and so that's what he was like, I can't do any better than that, I'm out. But somehow old BK got him to do it. So,
Wow.
anyways, did I interrupt you?
That's okay.
I was sorry about that.
No, it's cool.
No, everybody look at Ashley. Look at her real hard. Look at her. She's right here.
Waiting out.
She's right here. Look, see, she's right here. Look at her. She's so embarrassed, and I love it.
So next year, let's talk about this. Next year, you know how we are. We just throw it out there.
Yeah.
We're going to do a double booth next year.
Yeah.
Mate and Good World. We'll get that all hooked up. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
T-shirts. And Jim's gonna be here.
We'll get some tablets. We'll show them realworldpdr.com. We'll demonstrate.
Yep.
So
So Jet made, of
It's
course.
going to be a great collaboration.
So cool. Well, this has been fun. You got anything to add, Ashley?
No.
Any long stories?
Nope.
You don't want to say something to the general public?
I got one more thing.
No, I'm good.
All right, guys. Breaking news.
Oh shit.
We have a new sponsor, and it's not PDR related.
Okay.
I got an email from a company called Magic Mind. We are now sponsored by Magic Mind. So first, whenever we get a sponsor, I want to try the product. Obviously, I want to sponsor something that I believe in. They sent me a case of this stuff. I don't have it with me, sorry guys. It's liquid form, it's a shot. It substitutes caffeine, and you can take it before you work out, take it in the morning. I like it. It's really good. It's natural. It's healthy. So, yeah, I'll send you a case of it so you can try it.
I can't wait. I can't wait to try it. You said Magic Mind.
Magic Mind. You can look them on Instagram, on Facebook. They're really growing their social media.
I could definitely use a new
So I
pre-workout.
took this stuff, and I'm a Celsius guy. I know it's bad for me. I drink coffee. The other morning, I said, you know what? No energy drinks. Try this out. Took it. I don't want to mention their competitor, but it really zones you in, focus.
Yeah.
Sweets and dense. I like it, man. So I'm a customer now. So,
Can't wait to try it. Yeah, send us some. We'll be buying.
next episode, I will give a QR code or a coupon code for them and their website. I don't have that information with me.
Okay.
It's just breaking news. I'm just telling everybody. So, yeah.
Well, cool, man. That's awesome.
So, all right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. RealWorldPDR.com. Respect the clowns. DickMatePro.com. Simple solution for voice and estimated. And don't forget about DickMate.com.au and Magic Mind, baby. Get you some. So, all right, guys.
RWO?
I love you. Hold on. See you guys later. Enjoy the show.